Guys, we are back and we're talking about 10 of the best drum products, accessories that I use that I really like and I want to share with you guys. You don't necessarily need them, but it's just for fun and it's just something you'd want, okay? I have all the links for all these products in the description. There's no specific order. It's not a competition. I'm not ranking them for like what's better than what. They're all really cool in their own way. So I want to make this video to show you them. So these are 10 of my favorite drum accessories that I own, and you should too. First one we're going to talk about is the Yamaha EAD10. This is the coolest drum mic I've ever owned. It's just one mic, but it picks up your entire kit. If you ever watched a drum video and you don't see any mics, but it sounds really good. They're probably using this. It clips right onto the bass drum, so you don't even really see it in videos. Get a really good mix in your drums. If you just want to practice, it sounds really amazing. There's reverbs and compressors and different effects in there. It also lets you make drum cover videos really easily. There's an app that comes with it and you can put music in it and record, and it's awesome. It's really good for streaming too. You can live stream with this if you use an irig and the EAD. You can live stream on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, anywhere without having to use streaming websites. You don't even have to use those. You can just get an irig and an EAD and you can stream, record, and film drum covers. You can use this in the studio if you want to, and it's also a trigger, and there's a bunch of different sounds already logged in here. I use this for pretty much every video I make, and I still get comments asking like, how does it sound so good? What are you using? I don't see microphones. It's wild to me that so many people don't know about this. But it's true, there's a lot of people that don't know what it is. It's the Yamaha EAD10. This is that magic mic that all the drummers are using. Very easy to make drum videos with this. Check it out. Next, I want to talk about Big Fat Snare Drum. You probably know what this is. These have been around for quite a while, and they are pretty freaking sweet. They change the whole sound and feel of your snare drum. They make different sizes. You can put them on your toms. I love this one. This is the donut, and it gives my snare drum a nice fat feel. I like to have a side snare with a big fat snare drum on there and then have my main snare in the middle, so I have both with me. Awesome product. Even if you have a piccolo snare, this will beefing it up. Just like what they say it is, big fat snare drum. Okay, check these out. They make a bunch of different kinds. They have this quesadilla. This is more like a fabric pad. They make these in every size as well. They also have this one with the jingles on it. It's already almost like a snare drum in itself. I dropped this on a floor tom and it just makes a whole new instrument. They make a lot of different products too. My favorite, like I said, is that donut. Pick one up and slap it on your snare and mess with it. I bet you'll have a lot of fun with it. Awesome product. Next, I want to talk about this X Click by a company called X Percussion. Amazing little wood block product that clips onto your snare drum. It has these loops that the tension rods go right through, and it mounts on your snare drum, and it takes a lot of the guesswork out of doing some cross stick on your snare drum, because you know how there's that sweet spot. You can get that really thick, good click sound.
Here's a regular cross stick on the metal hoop of this drum, and here's the same cross stick on the X Click. So you can see it's got a lot more bottom end, and it's very consistent sounding. So when I go to play a cross stick groove, it really sounds almost like a sample.
It looks cool, and they have a bunch of different finishes and different styles. They also make an electric one that's a trigger. So I think that's really cool. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm definitely going to try it. I've seen a lot of guys have it. I can upload a clap or any kind of sound onto it. But this is just the traditional wood block one. You can mount it on a floor tom too if you'd like, or mount it anywhere. But yeah, I keep it right on the snare and I use it for doing some cross stick. Awesome accessory to have. Next, guys, this is called a Hooplug. This is the coolest drum product I've seen in a long time. It's called a Hooplug, and it lets you swap the head on your snare instantly, or your floor tom, and they make them in different sizes, and you can just use it as a standalone drum. Look how cool this is. This is basically like a little drum. You put a head and a rim on here. It has receivers so that you can tighten down a drum head. This lets you swap out a head on your drum instantly. If you have two of these, you can have them pitched to two different notes. Completely changes the feel of the drum. Definitely a cool accessory. They come in different sizes as well, and they also advertise it for you to set up like a little practice kit with it. I think it's super cool to be able to swap out your head instantly. And it also has these magnets with tension rods that mount in your drum to keep it from moving. But I find I don't even need it because it doesn't even really move. It's brilliant. Definitely brilliant. Really fun. Next. This is called a no nut cymbal sleeve. This was the first company that endorsed me. They go right on top of your cymbal stand, and it doesn't require a nut. You just drop the cymbal on there and play it. Just a big sleeve. You can put any felt on here. They also make these rubber felts that allows you to stack cymbals on top of it, or you can tighten down a cymbal using them. It just takes a whole step out of setting up, and especially when you don't need it. I see a lot of guys that just have their cymbal on the stand with no wing nut. This would be perfect for them. Awesome product. I don't like wing nuts anyways. I don't use them. Maybe for a China cymbal, for a China, I'll use a wing nut and a regular stand, but for crashes and a ride, I'm using these all the time. Tandem Drops from a company called Tandem Drums, and it's a drum dampener, okay? It's just a felt pad with some beads in it, and it has this rubber connector that goes onto a tension rod. It fits really snug so it doesn't move. If you're like me and you want to put your wallet on a snare drum because you like that sound, you know your wallet kind of moves around and it won't stay there. Every time you hit the drum, it just moves. These lock onto the tension rod, okay? So it's basically like having a wallet on a snare without it moving. Genius product. It comes in different sizes. It's to replace a gel, okay? If you don't want to use gels or you're sick of them getting all sticky and dirty, just drop this on your drum, connect it to a tension rod. It'll live there and it'll keep your drum dampened. Awesome stuff right here, guys. Next up is rock locks, okay? This is a tension rod lock. If you play drums, you probably know by now that tension rods like to loosen up. The more you hit your drums, the more loose they become, resulting in your drum just not sounding as good as it did. That's why we invented rock locks. Rock locks fit snug over top of your tension rods, keeping them locked in place. The star pattern cutout bites onto the tension rod, and the half moon design helps ensure that it can't loosen up as you play, giving you peace of mind knowing your drums are going to stay in tune so you can play and perform at your best. Check out rock locks today. That actually works. If you ever use these, you know those little square white ones kind of suck. It's just like a round circle hole, putting a square peg in a round hole type of thing. This is way better, okay? It has this star pattern cutout so it bites onto your tension rod, and this half moon shape keeps it from loosening. You can put them on the bottom for that one bottom lug on your snare that always falls down. Not anymore. You just drop these on all of your drums. I put them on all my toms and my snare, top and bottom. Amazing. Keeps your drum in tune, keeps your tension rod from moving. This is one of those products that you actually need, I think. I think every drummer needs these. Totally a cool accessory. Rock locks. Low boy beaters. These are my favorite beater ever, okay? I've been saying this for a long time. I just ordered a new set with my custom logo engraved on the actual beater, because that's what they do for you there. If you want to order a set, you can get your name printed on there, or if you have a band logo, you can get different colors. They come in a couple different sizes. This is the full size, my favorite. But they have this smaller one. It's a little lighter, depending on the feel that you want. You see it has this foam fuzzy tip. This one is leather. I have a felt one, and just the all wood ones, which is the ones that I ordered because they last forever. You just buy one set of beaters. I bought two for my double pedal, and I'll never have to buy beaters again because they're not gonna wear down. They're wood. It might seem crazy. These are my favorite beaters I've ever played. I will stand by that, and I highly recommend them. Check that out. Next, kick block. If you play drums, you know that your things move around, okay? Especially those bass drums. They creep forward. It's a very common problem. This is a very awesome solution. It has Velcro. It fits on basically like 99% of rugs. You just drop it in front of your kick drum on your drum rug and it won't move. Okay, absolutely genius. It's light, it's just like this foam material. They have this one too called a pedal block. Perfect for a hi-hat stand or for your double bass pedal that just always creeps away. This is also a product that you kind of need, essentially, unless your drums just don't move, which some cases that's true, but I feel like most drummers experience this, just things moving forward. As you're kicking that bass drum, it's just inching up. Drop this in front of it, it ain't gonna move. Same with this pedal block. Last but not least, Tru Vibe floor tom ISO mounts by TNR Products. These are amazing, okay? These go on the bottom of your floor tom. They come in a 3-pack, so they go on the bottom of your floor tom legs, and it just lets your drums sing, okay? If you're playing drums in a basement like me, and that floor tom is sitting on concrete, it ain't gonna sound that good. It's kind of just dead. These underneath the legs, it's almost like holding the floor tom in midair and hitting it. It's gonna ring out and vibrate. These let you do that even if you're on a concrete floor, okay? These are awesome. They make them for the snare basket too, so if you're a guy who wants to mount your tom on a snare basket, this won't deaden the tom, okay? This will let the tom sing. Like I said, it's like holding it in the air and hitting it, except you have it in a snare basket tightened up, and it does solve a problem because I don't like when my drums are all just choked, you know, especially my floor tom sitting on concrete. Those Tru Vibe ISO mounts are amazing. Same thing with this, lets your tom just sing, man. You want your drums to be singing, mounted on a snare basket, boom, use these. And that concludes all 10 of our products that we were looking at today, guys. All of these are going to be linked in the description. Check them out. Support all these companies because they're all amazing. And please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. I want to know what else you guys want me to talk about, what other videos you want me to make. And make sure you follow me on all social medias at The Cowboy Drummer. I look forward to bringing you guys some more videos on YouTube. Please subscribe. It helps me a lot. I love you guys. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.